We're a data-driven organization. You've probably heard somebody describe their company that way or read about a company that claims to be data-driven, or maybe your company claims to be a data-driven company. And you absolutely need good information to run your business. You want current, complete, and accurate information to make the best decisions. Ideally, those are in the form of metrics that you consolidate onto a dashboard or a scorecard that you can refer to frequently and easily in order to help you succeed. But there's some pitfalls to the data-driven mindset. And the first is what I just did, which is equate data with information. They're not the same thing. So you've got a business, and whether it's a commercial business, so you've got business addresses and customer list, or maybe it's a retail company and you've got somebody's home address. You've got your customer list and their home addresses with their zip code. Well, if you've got this list of customers and their sales and their zip code, well, that's just data. That's not information. Now, you could take that data and create a report that shows sales by zip code, and that's information. But that's going to lead us to the next potential pitfall, which is collecting what's easy instead of what's important. So you've got sales by zip code now. Let's just stay with the retail example. But what you really need is you've got small stores and big stores, and you want to compare them more evenly. So you do a sales by square foot to kind of, equalize the differences between the big and the small. Well, who cares about sales by zip code? What you really need is sales per square foot in order to compare the performance of the stores. But sales by zip code is really easy to get, so that's what you collect. Well, it's not what's important. So don't fall into the trap of collecting and massaging and creating information from the data that was easy to get rather than the data that you needed. I've seen companies where they were tracking sales month over month and saying like, here's our trend of sales this month, last month, next month, this month, this month, this year versus last year. And they had all these sales numbers. And part of the reason that their sales were increasing is they were a distribution company and they were buying a ton of inventory. What they really needed to be tracking was inventory turns, how efficiently they're taking their inventory and turning it into sales, how efficiently they're using their cash to create sales from that inventory. See, they were just looking at sales because it was easy to get. This turns thing, it was really hard to track their purchases and then link the purchases to the sales in order to do this calculation. That was all really hard, really important, but really hard. So like, well, we don't want to do the hard thing. We'll just keep looking at sales, which then further led them to the next trap, which is not taking action. See, we're collecting data in order to create information, in order to make a decision. So if we're not going to make any decisions, well, then the whole process is a waste of time. So even collecting sales data, if you're not going to do anything with it, even if that was the right thing to collect, the important thing to collect, but you don't make any decisions, you just go, oh, look at that. Interesting. Sales goes up and down a little bit, but mostly up. The trend's up. Okay. See, there's no action there. You want these metrics and this information to be in the form that when you're watching it, if it goes down, if it's a revenue item, you take action to get it back up. Or if it's an expense item and you see it go up, you take action to bring it back down. So it's okay to be data driven if what you really mean is data in order to create information, in order to create action. We're gonna collect this data. We're gonna spend the time, money, and energy, either personally or have our team do this, in order that we make better decisions, because we're tackling what's the right thing that we need, not just what the easy thing to get was. So get the right stuff, make decisions with it, and make sure you're not equating data with information. And being data driven is a great thing.